Baird, you're again, you're kind of removed from this because you don't want to have anything to do with it. So you're kind of looking at a different layer of the situation. And as you're watching the smoke rise upwards, you see, and it's kind of worked into the stone, almost like a layer, and it's very expertly done, if that makes sense.
Oh,
Like,
that's not good at all.
yeah. What's next? What
I'm
are you doing
opening the
next?
box. Kneel down, put
Ah,
the box on the ground, open the box.
okay. So
Assuming I
the
can.
box
It's
is
openable?
roughly like about a little bit bigger than a Rubik's Cube. On the box has a couple of one familiar symbol, which was on that the book that you found earlier. It has that star pattern with the eye in the middle.
Okay.
That is on there. On the other side of the box is kind of a rough stylized kind of imprinted or inlaid picture of the face of the statue that's in the middle of the room is on another face of the cube. On the other other four sides of this cube, there is writing on it in a language that you're not quite familiar, but feels, well, from a intelligence standpoint, it doesn't feel familiar, but from an organic, almost gut check feel, it seems familiar to you, Silas.
Okay.
So, okay, you do not have, or at least I don't believe that you have a proficiency for like lock picking, that sort of thing. But depending upon what's better for you, you could do an investigation roll for me. It's going to be challenging, but it's kind of a way to quote unquote puzzle out the box and see if you can open it.
Okay.
Okay. And while he's doing that, as he's kind of working with it, what are you doing, Baird, Kendrick?
I'm immediately watching the ceiling and listening for sounds. I don't know how much you want me to give away to the players, but I'm kind of listening for sounds relevant to the thing I saw up in the ceiling.
Okay. You can go ahead and do an active perception check then. That'll work.
Not persuasion, perception. There we go.
Oh, and I realized I should, since you guys
Doesn't
are using
matter.
the chamber.
I don't hear anything.
Well, I realized since you guys are kind of in the middle of this room here now, I can kind of, in a sec, kind of open this up a little bit and open this up a little bit here. Okay.
Can you use your inspiration point? Do you have to use it before you roll, or can you use it after you roll?
You can use it at any time.
Okay,
so
I'll
if
take
you
the
want
21.
Because basically it just gives you advantage.
Gives you advantage, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so
so
I'll take
mark
the 21.
That. Okay. That's a good thing because as you're working with the cube and you're realizing that kind of organic feel to it, it's a pattern in the writing. And as you're kind of moving it around, you're finding little indentations along here that you can press. And as you're working away, your hand comes around the side where the face of it's Velsharun. His face is on that one side of the cube. You press in, and almost by accident, you stop yourself because you feel something kind of click and trip. And you pull your hand away just in time as a little spike shoots out of one of the eyes and then retracts into the cube. So
Cool.
that 21 saved you from that, but it also allowed you to come around to the other side of the cube where where another one of the sets of patterns of drawings are, and you start depressing a couple of little nodules there, and the cube begins to change shape and starts moving in your hands. And it ends up turning into a pyramid. And then the pyramid begins to blossom outward. So what do you do?
Like the three sides of the pyramid open up, you mean?
Yeah, the four sides of the pyramid. starting to open up like this. So are you keeping it in your hand, or
Yeah.
what are you?
No, it was. I guess it was like a Rubik's cube.
Oh, you had it on the ground, weren't you?
Yeah, but
Kind of like that size. So did you
yeah,
have
as
it on
it
the
starts to
ground when
open
you were
up,
doing
I'll put
this,
it.
or?
No, I'll put it down because yeah,
Okay.
just in case it decides to
All right.
shoot
So
up or something like that.
I'm about to say the thing just stuck Spike potentially into your hand. I would not.
It's a spike.
The spike. It's a
Yeah, it's a
necromantic
spike.
Yeah.
spike.
Yeah, the guy who would have to heal you is saying, "Please don't pick up the Spike thing again."
So that kind of
Yes,
works.
mother.
That kind of works towards the whole thing that you were doing, Barrett, because you hear the clicking, clacking, converting of that box, and you just draws your attention because you're looking for something else, and then all of a sudden, activity Silas's way. So you look that way.
What I do want to do is I kind of want to. Silas is in his own little world here with his little
Completely not paying any attention to you fools.
But what I kind of want to do, partly just because Baird's thing is that he's got to keep Kendrick safe. But the other part is because Kendrick also has dark vision, so he'd be able to look up there. And I kind of want to just lean over it and look skyward and say, "Do you see that webbing there? This isn't good." So I don't know if you want to. I'm basically revealing what you said. So if you want to expand on that.
Yeah. Sure. So, in the same heartbeats that cube is starting to kind of open up, you look upwards, Kendrick, where Baird is pointing, and along those stones where the smoke kind of dissipated in through these little ceiling up above. Because again, it's like 20 feet up, so it's pretty high. You're starting to see basically intricate patterns of webbing. You've seen webs in the wild before, right? So it's beyond that. It's a staggering array of geometric shapes that's up there at this point. So I have both you, Baird, and Kendra give me insight rolls to that. And then Silas. So for you, as this thing opens up, and you hear it again, it's just kind of like little machinery sounds
17, nice.
as it kind of opens up. And inside is a knuckle bone from a finger.
All right,
Yum.
that's going in my pocket.
Yeah.
Okay.
How's that?
Actually,
So,
can I close it?
yes, you kind of
Take the whole thing.
work your way backwards.
Wait,
So you
wait,
reclose it. Do you leave the knuckle bone inside?
Yeah.
You're just gonna put the bone in your pocket? I mean,
No,
on the
I'm
screen?
gonna close the thing and put the thing in my pocket. I thought about it
The
again.
whole thing.
The thing
The
with
whole
the
shebangy bang is going in your pocket. Okay, so mark that on your character sheet. You have a puzzle box
Puzzle box.
with
Okay. Box
a
with
knuckle bone inside. The knuckle bone with human fingers, not fingered knuckle, a knuckle bone. Something
Human-
interesting about the knuckle bone is that it is smooth and black. It definitely is
Black?
bone because you can see the fibrousness of the bone, but it's been it's
black,
black basically.
Oh,
like
Yeah,
like burned or black like
it's black like it was black
Oh,
like it was black all the time.
Did you just pick up a phylactery? I'm just saying.
Quiet, Baird. You didn't see this.
Did you just pick up a phylactery and put it in your pocket?
Quiet, boy. You didn't see this one.
Okay.
Yeah, Bear didn't see it, so whatever.
Yeah, says the man with the dead fairy in his pocket.
Hey,
That's right.
hey, my dead fairy is gonna stay dead. A phylactery means incoming lich.
Okay, so your insight checks, pretty good. Barrett, mentioning the fairy, you look down and you see that she is not moving. So, just want to point that out.
Okay.
The intricacy of this webbing indicates a higher intelligence than just your run-of-the-mill animal that would
Good.
normally spread these webs.
Spiders, fantastic.
Giant humanoid spider. Yes.
That's right. So, okay, boys, you have one statue that is left that has an item in it over here and has that horse statue.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you
6-inch jobber dude.
No.
What's the horse statue made of?
Oh, what? I just totally lost you guys.
Say that again.
Horse
What's the
statue?
horse statue? What is it made of?
It is made of stone, but it's a different stone. It may actually, upon closer inspection, obviously you may not be touching it, but upon inspection, it does look like it is made of marble. Again, you're kind of seeing in grays, different hues of gray, but when Silas has his wand close by with some light to kind of give you some color to it, it has swirls of white, blue, and black, kind of in smoky swirls that gives you the impression of marble. The statue is of a mighty destrier, a war horse that's in, rearing up with a horseman on the back, and the horseman is dressed in plate mail, flowing cape that's kind of like draped downward. Base of the statue, when you're looking at it, it's a square base, and it's inset into the palm of the hand of the statue. So again, that statue has left hand is down on its lap, right hand is up like this with the statue inside of it. 6 inches tall. It's like a gigantic scale chess piece. I mean, if you wanted to look at it that way, but a very, very finely made. Just a passing appraise on this thing, you're talking hundreds of gold for this item.
Ooh. Well, I'm a rogue. I mean, I should be able to slip this off this statue. I mean, the guy's like, he's like stone stiff. So I say let's roll for it.
So how do you want to go about doing said?
Let's say
said
I
stealing?
roll, and if I roll good, there's no green dust, nothing happens, and I get all the pats on the back.
You get all. Did you say you get all the pats on the back?
Yeah, because I killed it.
Nice.
Come on. What would I roll for that?
All right.
That's a
Okay.
dex.
So if that is what you're,
Sleight of hand.
Pardon.
yeah, you could do this. You can do sleight of hand. That would probably be better.
Excuse me. I'd like to interrupt and say that the second Kendrick makes a move towards the statue, Baird tackles him to the ground.
Okay.
You didn't stop
All right,
Silas.
Kendrick and Baird, you guys are over by that right-hand statue there, so you guys can move yourselves over there. That works. So what do you do there? Do you get kind of upset there? I mean, what are you doing?
I am basically furious with him because he is trying to mess with something that this lich is up to, and we just saw the Haffer almost get himself killed trying to get the other thing out of the statue. And
That was fine.
yeah,
That's the he was fine and
yeah, and you can say that you just
I
and
can do this.
yeah,
I can
and
do
just
this,
like
Baird.
anyone else who's trying to protect someone, you can say it'll be fine all you want. Baird's still tackling you to the ground.
Nice.
I mean, I can Indiana
Right,
Jones it. The movie's like 5 minutes long because I roll a 20, I grab that statue, and I just trot out of there like it's no big deal.
Okay.
Right?
Baird's still tackling you to the ground.
All right. So okay. So act this out. What's going on there, Baird? And you push him aside. You tackle him to the ground.
No, there's
Kendrick,
no push.
you've
I
got
am
a cleric.
knocking him straight on his butt.
You've got a cleric armored up for battle, like on top of you right now, saying what, Baird? What are you saying?
So I've literally got him pressed down, and I'm going to use my other hand, my free hand, to be like, let's give this a second thought, lad. 1, this is Vel'Sharun. You do not mess with Vel'Sharun. You do not mess with the god of necromancy. 2, and it's gonna be like I'm just gonna point at Silas and be like, did you see what happened to him? Did you see how he almost got his face fried off? No.
We're already down here, lad. We've come this far. Just this. I've got we can do this. We can take this with us, and we can continue on. We're not leaving here, so we might as well take this with us. Well,
I wish Baird knew what I know, because I would totally be like them. Like this freaking Silas pretty much picked up a phylactery. I'm confident of this. So, but I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Meta knowledge sucks.
meta knowledge sucks.
It does. If I just whispers, I would have totally done it, but I just don't type that fast.
But
All right.
All right, then let's go. Then let's
Okay.
move. I'm upset. I'm
So
upset, and I say let's
So
put that upset
I'd
energy
tell
to
him
work.
we could pick it up on the way out.
we can get it on the way back.
All right, which way are we going then? We going this way? Let's go this way.
Sure. I think that would actually work because you probably walked off in a huff.
Yeah, that's
And then Baird will chase after you.
all right. Okay. All right. So
There's
let's
no-
open up a little
no
bit
real
more of the
stealth
map
going on.
there. Okay, so
In
down in
character.
this particular room, all right, so there you go.
It's empty. I just want to
Looks
turn around.
like it's
Dang it.
an empty room in here.
Is there anything in this room?
It's pretty clean, and there are some murals that are all on the wall.
Well, Mr. DM, what do the murals look like?
Well, we've read the story so far. We might as well continue.
I don't want to. I mean, if you don't want to look, you don't have to look. Don't look. No, I'm just kidding.
Look, Kendrick's having a fit because he's like another empty. If there's nothing dead lying on the floor, another mural is not going to interest him. So.
There is no corpse for me to poke here.
Now, if Baird and Silas want to go look at the fancy wall statues, there, that's fine.
Good on you. You go right ahead.
You be you.
Right.
You be you.
You be you. Okay, so did anybody looking at the murals or no?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Baird's
of course.
looking.
Okay. So when you're taking a look at these, there is it's the scene of a battle in this particular room, and all around the room, it's basically done in carved stone. Again, it's that same bas relief, that same just level of detail that's just almost astounding. And you see basically a single horseman in the battle, rearing up, looking very familiar. Basically, the statue.
Does he look like he might? Yeah, does he look like the large life-size version of the little statue in the other room?
Correct. And it actually, yes, it is life-size. This room is tall enough that you can actually fit the life-size depiction of this person. And he's basically kind of at the lead of a charge, and there's people behind them arrayed, raising war hammers, swords, crossbows, you name it, that the weapon they have in their hands. But there is a cadre of 4 people around his horse that are wielding sickles. Single-handed sickles, and in their left hand, on their right hands, and in their left hands, they have shields that are in the shape of a skull. And
So this is Vilshire.
every face in the field, every face in the field is covered with a skull mask.
Good. So I'm glad that I stopped Kendrick from
Yeah.
picking up the statue of the leader of the armies of the undead.
Yeah. So, there's
Okay.
that. So that's on, where is that? It's over, that's on this left-hand wall here. On the right-hand side, this lower part of you are basically seeing what looks like a castle that's on fire, basically, with just scenes of people just passed away dead, just the dead littering the floor. Then you're seeing basically Velsharoon kind of like his arms up like this, and the dead are rising.
Of course they are.
Wait. So the horseman is Velsharoon?
No.
Yeah. Yep.
He is.
There's a
Okay.
fight, and he's bringing back the dead. Cool. All right. Let's go kill some guys. Basha, you're /H.
Oh,
Your
okay.
slash is the wrong
I'm
direction.
All right,
trying to look for the text chat commands.
Yeah, your slash is
Please,
the wrong
prefer-
direction.
Is that what it
Yeah.
is?
Yeah, / is the one you want where the question mark is. Okay, so you guys are heading
Is
over
there a
in
gate here? I can't
this
really
direction. So, yeah. So you guys are coming into this particular room. Your light starts shining, and the room here has a similar look and feel to the other ones. Let me get
Which room are we talking about?
the room to the right, the one that you're standing in front of, Silas.
Yeah,
I'm assuming
okay.
that's the one that you're going to, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So as
Assume the other
you
one's just a hallway that connects back the other way.
right, correct. So in this particular room, you are seeing. Go back to the reveal. As you open that up, come on here. Come on, darn it. You're seeing a room in here, and there are 2 dead corpses, or dead corpses, nice. There are 2 corpses in here. Similar condition to the one in the chamber before, back down the hallway on the opposite side. Case, the 2 bodies that are there, dead. They do not look like they're animating. Silas, since you're looking in here, go ahead and give me another perception check. Are the rest of you guys looking in this room too, or Kendrick, you're going to the one on the left?
On it.
I'm off and I'm heading the other way.
This room, it didn't really get uncovered, but it's a closed room like the one down on the bottom.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Okay.
So what do we got here? Oh, I see. Gotcha, Kendrick. Okay. This one, you've got 2 in there. It's a perception check from you as well.
Perception check.
Oi, Kendrick, where you going?
Ugh.
Oh boy. Okay.
I was already off.
2 more dead bodies in that room, Kendrick. Yeah, 2 more dead bodies in there, Kendrick, that you're seeing. And in this case, they are again dead. They're not moving at this stage.
Can I do an Arcana check?
One of them a
See if
woman?
there's anything that's going on in this room.
Yeah. Yeah, you can. You can do that. That's fine. All right. The floor itself seems to have kind of a writing pattern on it, and one of the patterns matches one of the faces of the cube in your possession.
Okay.
And Arcana, an Arcana of that size and magnitude, of an 18, you get the impression of a spider.
Of course you do.
It's kind of like a runic symbol for some kind of spider.
AKA terrible, awful mega spider.
Baird, what are you doing now?
Well, I'd rolled for the same perception in the other room.
Oh, that's right, you did. I'm so sorry. Okay, 12.
To webs burn.
You are hearing silk burn, sure. You're hearing a
Alright, is this a roll initiative kind of a situation, or
If
can we
you're, are you looking into the chamber where
can we
Silas went?
take
I
free
was,
actions?
I'm looking into the one where Silas is looking into.
Of arrow kind of carefully like pushing themselves into the stone. Are you going to move up a little closer, Baird? I'm kind of going off of what.
Yeah, I'm.
I saw fire. How'd you do that, Kendrick? That's neat. Okay. So you're moving over in that direction there, Baird?
Yep.
We'll have to use that later. Oh, X explode. Nice. Okay. Yeah, let's have you, Kendrick, you might as well do this too, because there's something that's going to happen for you as well. Go ahead and roll initiative as
Super mega spiders fall from the
suddenly it
ceiling.
feels like something just kind of
Dope.
Rolling.
as you feel something is stirring, something evil this way comes.
What? Why will it not let me do initiative? Give me a sec.
Click on your guy first.
No worries.
Oh, that's right. Click on my guy.
Oh, hey, look,
What
there's
am
a
I
large spider right here.
Oh, no.
I'm rolling in a
Yep.
perception. Yeah.
That's not good.
Initiative. What am I rolling?
Yes, initiative.
Click on your guy, then click on the initiative button.
That's right. Let me open up the initiative counter. There we go.
Do that.
We not need a zombie. Is this the old one, or is this what you guys just rolled? Oh, it is what you guys just rolled.
That's
Okay.
what I just rolled.
All right. Well, it's actually working pretty well then. Very cool. Okay. So I will do a roll as well. That's awful.
We
Let's
ended up
see
with
here.
2 different initiative things.
2 different what now?
2 different initiative formats here.
Yeah, Baird got a nice looking one. Ours kind of lame.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
I'm
don't know.
trying to figure out what you're talking about here.
I just clicked on.
Because I'm seeing 1097, I'm seeing what actually got rolled. So that's looking good.
1097.
He's just talking about the way it looks in the chat window.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Turn order is good.
Did you guys like? I pushed the initiative button in my character sheet after I clicked on me.
I pushed the initiative button up on the top left that he set up the macro.
That would be why. I hit the initiative button from the character sheet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there you go.
All right. Higher is better,
So,
right?
Oh, great.
yeah. Okay, so let me add this guy in here because calculations. So add him, and he goes at 14. Okay. All right. So Spider goes first. The first thing that you actually notice is that this thing is rather large. So it's about 10 feet from top to bottom, or from front to back. And it moves with fairly decent speed, but the most horrible thing about it is that the face is not that of a spider, but that of a distorted man.
Awesome.
And so as it starts kind of marching forward, it starts saying, "El Sharon, El Sharon," and that's the sound that you're hearing from it.
Oh, good. Whispering death
heading
spider. That's always a good way to spend your day.
Nothing like a whispering death spider to really make you feel happy. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and do this. The spider comes outward, and it sends out a spattering of webbing towards our 2 heroes there. I want to confirm that their positions correct and extrapolation.
Yep. That is where we were.
All right. So right, so let's see here. Oh, in its excitement to try and gather two in at once, it shoots webbing that comes out of its rear thorax and just shoots straight over your heads and actually hits the arm, the outstretched arm of Velsharoon right here. So that is his round. So next up, we've got Kendrick.
All
Kendrick,
right.
so right now through you're at a lower level, or I'm sorry, at a higher level right now. So you're kind of seeing through the midsection of the statue, like through the right side of the statue. So you
Right.
can kind of see towards that spider, and you are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 5 is 30. You're 30 feet away, so that's short range if you wanted to use your bow.
Yeah, I was
And
thinking.
there are and there are comrades that are next to this thing that's within 5 feet, so you would get your sneak damage if you wish to
And the spider's
use your bow.
attention is on them, right?
Correct.
So do I have advantage?
No, it knows that you're there. It knows that all three of you are there, but you do have the ability to use your sneak attack damage because you have friendlies within 5 feet of the buddy.
Okay, because also have a I also have a cunning action. So
Yes, you do, and you can do that at the end of this round as a special maneuver. You can either do the dash, hide. What was the other maneuvers that you can do? I forgot. But yeah, you're going to be able to actually get away from this thing and get into position to do a sneak attack. Go ahead.
that happens at the end of my turn.
Correct. That's going to happen at the very end of your turn. Correct.
Okay. Then in that case, if it happens at the end, then I'm going to roll my bow.
Okay.
Wait, you said I had a sneak attack. So am I rolling? Does that work with the bow?
Correct. It does because you have somebody within 5 feet, and you're just at the edge of it. You're at 30 feet, so you can use your sneak attack there. Which I don't think actually in 5e that matters anymore, but somebody will probably check me on that.
Weapons.
Right now I'm saying you can, so go for it.
Roll the sneak and then roll the bow, or no?
Roll your attack first.
Roll my attack.
Roll your attack first. So you'll hit your attack action first there. Yeah.
And you get an extra d6 damage if you hit.
Correct.
Did you guys see my roll?
Nope.
There it
Not
goes.
seeing the roll just yet.
Oh wait, that was short sword. Where'd my bow go?
Well, we can run off of the 20. I think that's going to be the same bonus. Yeah, that's going to hit. So your damage is 4 points there. So go ahead and roll your sneak damage to go on with that.
1d6.
1d6, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna use that first. I'm gonna use that first roll though, dude, because it rolls the same thing. It rolls 1d6, so that's gonna get your same damage. All right, so and then this damage here is a d6 anyways, so we can use that. So what does that entail? Yeah, that second roll, what does that entail? So you got a solid 6 on that one. Good. So that's 10 points to this thing. So you send an arrow out, just going right through basically the way the arm is kind of set up like this. It just goes right through that arm. The arrow goes sailing through and nails this thing like right in the what it would kind of be the shoulder, and it leans back and just instead of like a high-pitched shriek, it's kind of like an exhale of air in an all too human tone from this spider. So good. So now you have the opportunity to do a cunning action. You can do a dash, disengage, or a hide action. So I would assume you probably want to try and do the latter.
A hide?
Yeah.
I'm not really engaged with him, right? I mean, I kind of am.
Right. You don't have to disengage because your disengage is basically allowing you to move away from an enemy without getting hit an attack of opportunity. So yeah, so you can do that. The other one is the dash, which means you can leap forward or go a certain set of feet. But in this case might be an option. So where would you want to try and attempt to hide yourself?
I don't think I want to hide. I think I want to get right up with the other guys and be
Okay.
ready to short sword this thing.
Okay. Now you can continue to use your bow attack from range and at least still get that sneak attack. So you have that option. So I'll have you think about that. You decide when to move there.
Well, can't he still use a
Next
move
up we
action,
have
just a regular move action if he wants to get closer to us?
Yeah, I was wondering, can
yeah,
I,
because that's an additional thing. So I mean, you can still move,
I get a
and they
move
don't want to use your
and an additional.
yeah. You get a move action.
Okay. And the
Correct.
move I
So
can
if you
do
wanted to
30.
move and then maybe try and ensconce yourself somewhere, you can do that.
So I did the math here earlier. 30 feet would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I could essentially be on the stairs if I wanted to, but I'm not going to.
You can.
And then my cunning action, I want to dash behind him. Can I do that?
Mm, well, let's see here.
It'd be
So
some
the
kind
dash action. Uh, Let's see how that is treated here.
You make up the rules.